It can be extremely frustrating when you're trying to design in Canva and your workspace is cluttered. In this video, I'm going to walk you through my favorite tips for how to keep your Canva account organized. Without further ado, let's hop in. If this is your first time here, my name is LaShonda Brown and I am a Canva verified expert located in the state of Virginia. I have a brand new landing page that gives you access to a free 30-day trial of Canva Pro. So if you are using a free account and you would like to get access to all of these incredible features that I demo on my channel, you can go to lashondabrown.com/Canva. The button that you want to click on is located in the top left-hand corner. If you are a Canva user that designs for your online business, I am sure your Canva account is an absolute hot mess. No judgment, mine is a mess too. At least twice a year, I go inside of my Canva account and I do a little Canva cleanup. So I want to walk you through some of the strategies that I utilize to try to keep my account from getting too crazy. And hopefully during the holiday season, you'll have a few minutes to step away, put on some Pomodoro timer music, and just clean things up. The number one tip I can give you is utilize folders within your Canva account. So to locate folders, you can click on projects in the top left-hand corner, and you will see at the very top of the page, there is a tab for folders. If you scroll down, you'll see a section for folders. And if you have too many, you can click on show more, and that will reveal all the folders that you have. So I'll walk you through some of the folders that I have, but this is what I recommend. If you find yourself utilizing the same assets over and over and over, do not wear out the Uploads tab. Create a folder, upload it once, and then reference the folder when you create a new design. Not only do you have access to your folders on the dashboard, but you have access to those folders inside of the design editor, and I'll show you what that looks like in just a bit. So say for instance, in my case, I utilize a lot of t-shirt photos for my YouTube thumbnails. If you click on t-shirt photos, you will see inside of this folder, I have subfolders. I have a folder for each brand that I work with. And inside of those folders, you will see photos of me wearing the t-shirt that corresponds to the brand. So say for instance, in the case of Canva, I've got multiple options. The logo has changed. I've got a black shirt. I've got a blue shirt. I've got options. So when it comes time to design a thumbnail for my Canva tutorials, all I need to do is open up that t-shirt folder, select Canva, choose one of the images, and remove the background. Now, if I were to go into a blank YouTube thumbnail, this is what that would look like. I would open up a YouTube thumbnail template, and on the left-hand side, instead of clicking on uploads like many of you do, I'm going to click on projects. From there, I'll click on folders. Then I will find that t-shirt photos folder and then locate Canva. The same thing that you saw on the dashboard, you'll see again. And so I can just drop in a photo, remove that background, and start to design a template. You can also sync your Google Drive folders and your Dropbox folders directly to Canva. So really start to think in your mind, what is the quickest way for you to go from idea to finished design by eliminating some of the friction by leveraging some of these tools? I absolutely love folders. You can have subfolders and you can create projects that include multiple Canva designs. A case of that for me is my social media cover art. I've got different designs in this folder, so I know when it's time to update my cover art, if I want to make sure it's consistent across the board, I just have a separate Canva design for each one of these, so I know these are the designs that I need to lay out. So this is a very easy way for you to keep track of that. You all know that we make a ton of graphics to market our businesses online, and anything that you can do to eliminate some of those steps, the better. So we talked about folders. We talked about viewing the folders inside of a design and viewing them from the dashboard. But now we need to talk about brand kits. You can have more than one brand kit with Canva Pro, and I think that is incredible. You can upload multiple variations of your logo, colors, fonts, and now you can upload your brand voice. You can upload photos directly to a brand kit, graphics, and icons. So if you have multiple people on your team, whether they are full-time employees or they're subcontractors, it would behoove you to create a brand kit, because this is what happens when you have this information uploaded. If I were to go back to my templates and say I click on a presentation, I can click on any design here, and within a matter of seconds, I can customize the template and apply my branding if I already have it uploaded. So on the left-hand side, I can select brand. You have a drop down that allows you to select a different brand kit if the default is not what you want to use. And by clicking on shuffle, you can easily click through and it will apply your branding to the template. Now, this is something you can do to one page, or you can apply it to all pages. And so you can see here, I saved myself a ton of time by having that brand kit already uploaded. So this is another way that you can keep your Canva account tidy. I also want you to remember that every Canva design that you create has a name. Oftentimes, people do not name it. They may get rid of the name of the template, but then they forget to name it. You want to make sure that you name your designs, because it's going to make your life a whole lot easier as you create more and more designs along the way. So say, for instance, in my case, I have a format for my YouTube thumbnails. If I type in YouTube thumbnails dash whatever the name of the brand is, will pull up collections of thumbnails for the applicable brands. So in this case, all of my Pomodoro timer designs are within the same Canva file. This keeps me from having separate Canva designs for each singular thumbnail. So if you have multiple playlists on your YouTube channel and you're trying to get things organized, or you're creating multiple graphics for your LinkedIn page or your Instagram account, you don't have to have a separate Canva design for all of that. When you're ready to download, all you have to do is click share, download, and select the pages that you want. So try to limit the amount of Canva designs based on what you're designing on a regular basis, and that will help keep things tidy as well. Again, because of how I named this, it was very easy for me to leverage the search bar. And the search bar doesn't just apply to your projects. If I were to, say, for instance, open up one of these designs here, and I would click to edit, if I clicked on uploads, I can actually search by keyword for things that I've uploaded to Canva if it was named correctly. So if I type in Canva into the search bar, it is going to pull all of the different elements that I have uploaded to Canva with Canva in the name. So if you download images from other sites, or you even upload logos from your brand partners, name the files before you upload them. That's another folder that I really like to utilize as well, is to have a folder with my partner logos. If you're leveraging brand partnerships for your brand, I oftentimes find myself in a position where I need to put a white version of their logo on a specific design. Just make a folder, upload it once, and then you will have access to those logos with ease. You won't have to Google it and search for it every time that you need it. The last thing I want to remind you to do when you're cleaning up your Canva account for the new year is delete the designs that you no longer need. Say, for instance, in this example, I was showing you how to apply your brand colors to this template, but I don't actually need this. So what I can do from the dashboard under projects is simply select the designs that I no longer need and then click the trash icon. You can also use the same technique to mass add designs to a specific folder. So just like you can bulk select things to delete them, you can bulk select them to add them to a folder. And so by implementing these things at least twice a year, you're going to keep your Canva account from being too chaotic and make it a lot easier for you to design with ease. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you don't already have Canva Pro and you would like to get access to a free 30-day trial while supporting the channel, go to LaShondaBrown.com/Canva. Until next time, ta-ta for now.